y'all? This your girl, DJ Duffey. I just did a dope-ass interview with real-life street stars, so if you want to check it out, go subscribe now.
Real life. If that shit ain't real life,
it ain't real life. Just say
real life street stars. Know what time it is.
Real life street stars, man. Hold on, we got a situation. Hold on, Big Duff. Big Duff. No, hey, no, we're gonna drop the J. It's just Duffey now.
It's just Duffey now.
How does that feel, first and foremost, to now? I mean, you've been around and you've been moving and shaking so long to where we're gonna drop the DJ. We're gonna just run with Duffey now.
It's because I feel like I'm evolving, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, you know, I'm a grown woman, and, you know, I feel like I'm evolving out of the clubs onto other things, and so I'm just Duffey.
Oh, yeah, now you becoming a whole brand out here. Yeah, you're becoming a whole brand out here. So,
basically,
for the last time since we've seen you, just catch us up. I believe not only, and we're going to talk about what's coming, but catch us up since the last time you sat on the couch. I think, you know, of course, there was things going on with other artists. You were in the management mode, and you had just came off of, I forgot what had happened, but we had just got you off of something. How have things been since the last interview, and just for you and your life?
So with the music industry and managing, I just kind of took a break from that because it didn't go as well as I thought, as some of y'all know, with some of the artists that I was involved with. But I might have changed my mind recently. We'll see. So that was on pause. So I got back into the reality TV world. So I filmed 2 seasons of Basketball Wives, which one has already aired, and then we have another one coming in after January.
So what was the hiatus about then? Because you took a little break from being on the show.
With Basketball Wives,
Yeah.
So, you know, a couple of girls didn't like me.
A couple.
And now they're gone.
Right. Move the red.
So now I'm
Look,
back.
a director, I need her, and her gone.
Yeah, you know, some of the OGs really wasn't feeling your girl, which I get it, because I'm a lot. You know, I don't come in acting like a rookie or a newbie. I came in acting like the boss that I am.
Right, facts.
And, you know, sometimes that rubs people the wrong way, but being back on the show is great. It's amazing. I really enjoyed the experience this time around. I felt like a vet. I felt like I kind of knew, you know, what to expect and how to move and how to act, even though they still be catching us, you know, off guard, out of our element.
They do. They love the drama.
I'll be like, I'm not gonna be in no drama. Next thing I know,
Boom.
bitch.
Drama. I'm waiting for that. No, I gotta ask. Even on the season prior, a couple years ago or a few years ago, they made a whole meme out of you. How does that? Yeah, right. How does that feel to just like when someone feeling a way like?
You know, it's so funny when like my family members use it because it's like they know me since diapers. So when they use it, I feel like, oh my God, it's like a for real gif. Like when your family start dropping it in the chat, like that to me is special. It's like, dang, like, you know, I have a viral gif and, you know, my family acknowledges it. So that's cool.
Great. That's gonna go on forever. I hope one day you're probably gonna be like 80 years old. Like, damn, they still using it.
I gotta ask, what was the origin of that whole gif? Like, what was
They
going
tried
on?
to kick me out of Portugal. I got into a fight with a lady, and they were like, "You're not allowed on this trip anymore." And I'm like,
Tammy can stay. You gotta go.
I just took an 18-hour flight, and y'all telling me I gotta go? Like,
I'm sorry. Do you feel like they was ganging up on you in the moment?
I feel like it was one particular woman, and since she was the OG and most feared out of the group, you know, everybody kind of went with whatever she said.
It seemed like they was kind of attacking you. I was just...
Yeah, they was basically didn't want no smoke with the person that I was beefing with, so it is what it is.
So you said they be catching you off guard.
Yes.
What is the most caught off guard thing that they caught you with this season?
This season. Oh, I was about to say. Okay.
Yeah, this season. What's the most thing they caught you off guard with?
Thing this season was.
It must have wasn't nothing.
Did that
they
air
must
yet?
let you make it.
Hold on, because you want to know why I'm confused? Because I filmed 2 seasons.
Okay.
So I'm trying to remember.
Well, what's the most recently thing that, I mean, you probably can't tell us about next season, but.
Well, the most off-guard thing last season was when the sisters from Memphis threw a champagne bottle and it ended up hitting Brandi in the head from Dallas.
What?
Yeah, and I wasn't prepared for that because I went from being like, no, y'all, don't fight. But I'm like, okay, this is good for ratings. Like, don't fight, to seeing Brandi get hit in the head with a bottle. And then I'm like, oh, no. I was like, let me take my stuff off. So that was really like a really raw moment. Like, we weren't expecting it to get that crazy.
So do the fights that happen on reality TV, are they real or are they sketched?
I just want everybody to know out there that these fights are real. And we're put in uncomfortable situations. So like if I don't like a girl and they're like, yeah, but you got to go to dinner with her and all your other friends, it's going to get awkward. And, and we're told to talk about certain things or certain subjects. So when we're talking about those subjects that are sensitive with girls we don't like, it's just bound to happen.
So what are your thoughts? Because, we watch a lot of, from the Bad Girls Club to Love and Hip Hop. And a lot of times it's younger women. But the Basketball Wives, there are a lot of veterans, older women there.
Yeah.
To see that TV still wants to see the drama between even like, hey, you could be 50.
It don't matter.
I still want to see you throw hands.
Because you know what? The most loved person on our show is Jackie Christie.
Yeah, shout out Jackie.
She's been on probably, on this season, she has been on the longest. She is like our elder, but she is one of the coolest, downest girls I know and definitely will still beat that ass if she has to. So I love Jackie.
So, okay, hold on. I'm glad you brought Jackie up. Is Jackie Christie really as crazy as not just we see her, but as the NBA has said she was, ESPN thinks she is? Is she really that?
Yeah, you mess with Doug, you mess with her family, or she feels disrespected. What y'all see that's Jackie. She's not acting like she be mad for real.
Cause I heard a story one time where she had pulled up on Doug when, back when he was in the league. And she had pulled up on Doug and baby, she showed her ass. Like,
she showed it a couple times and I think that's why she has that reputation. But, I respect it because, I'll fight about mine too.
So do you think Doug really fuck with her like that? Or
Doug loves her.
For real.
I'm around
Good,
behind
'cause I'm
the
crazy
camera,
as hell.
behind the scenes. Let me tell you what, that couple is the definition of black love. And I love that Doug Christie holds down Jackie Christie through all the craziness because I know mine better hold me down when I have my
Talk
moments.
to him. Now she done did how many weddings now? Every year she does a wedding? I think it's
we
30.
We might be almost close to 30. And what man will get married to their wife every year?
What are your thoughts on that when you see a man saying, I will remarry you every year?
I feel like that is just because my thing, when I give my friends relationship advice, I'm one of those people that every day you make a choice to be with somebody. You're not going to have a perfect person. You're not going to have a Prince Charming. All these relationships y'all see online that y'all think is perfect on TikTok or whatever, they all have their issues. You make a choice. And he's making a choice every year to say, I do to this woman again.
Is it a new ring every time or no?
They do different things every year. It's different things every year.
Now, with that being said, you were able to, introduce your relationship into the world of Basketball Wives. It's like a lot of people heard God damn, Duffey, I thought I had a chance.
I'm like, y'all ain't never noticed this before.
Yeah, but for Iman to come on and be on camera and of course and congratulate, we're gonna talk, especially on your daughter and everything, we're gonna touch on that. But to have your now relationship play out on TV, because first it was just you. And now it's we got to start showing the family now.
And I've always been so private when it came to me and him.
Right.
I posted him once a year, in the past. So for me to bring him on television was hard for me to do. But I feel like what we have in our family dynamic is really special. And I did want to share that. But I just had that fear of sharing it would then cause people to try to cause harm in my relationship.
So speaking about your family dynamic, how are you navigating new motherhood? Because now you got your new baby, too.
Yeah.
Got a little 2-piece. And then also reality TV. And then still trying to keep your career afloat, have a lucrative DJing career.
And I now run 3 companies. So.
Right. So, what is it?
Yeah, I have Fine, which is a weight loss company, which is why I'm back snatched after my baby. I have My Custom Wig, which is why, my hair is slayed.
Legs.
And I just started a company for my 2-year-old called Baby Girl, GRL. So we sell baby clothes as well.
What do you think about men with the fake beards? You fucking with it?
Ooh, a man with a fake beard, it can be mine, but do what you want to do.
Would you sell it? Would you sell a line?
Yeah, I would sell it if it was a niche for it, a market for sure.
So
Why
what
not?
about the fake toupee?
I say, hey, if it makes you feel good, do you? Because I wear wigs sometimes. Sometimes I'm bald head. Sometimes I got wigs on. You know, do what you want to do.
So could I shout out Tory Lanez at this moment? shout out Tory.
You think
Quarantine radio.
You think his is fake?
I don't. Hey, I mean, look at before
but
that.
see, the surgery is different from a toupee. I'm
Oh yeah,
with
okay,
the
yeah,
surgery.
okay. Yeah, the
Like,
surgery.
I've had male friends that have done the surgery, and I was like encouraging them, like, go do it. And hey, guys, if you watch, you can go do it in Turkey. It's the cheapest, and they have the best doctors there for it, and Turkey's amazing.
So if a nigga got the swole surgery, I know you seen that going around.
On
Nigga
the-
come back.
what-
Nigga
what
come back with a
area?
whole 6-pack. Oh, she said what area? Oh, if a nigga got the
they have-
DDL.
You know they have erectile surgery.
Yeah, the
you can do
DDL.
pecs,
Yeah.
You can do anything. I say do what makes you happy. I'm for it.
Wait, is he?
I'm for surgery, so I'm like, do whatever makes you happy.
At what point should a man reveal that? Hey, yo, this the surgery.
Don't tell me. If I didn't know this, don't tell me.
Okay, so what you got? Have you had any work? What you got?
I have a boob job done twice, and then I had a lift coming from the babies. I've had lipo, and I've had fat transfer on my hips because I used to feel like I had those hip dips that girls don't like.
No ass?
What have I done? No, I've always had an ass.
Okay.
Right, cousin?
No thighs?
I've always had no. I actually tried to get fat taken out of the middle of my thighs because I wanted like smaller thighs at that point. For some reason, that was like the stupidest thing.
What about facial work? Have you had any facial
I've
work?
had Botox, and I've had fillers in my cheeks, and I've had filler in my chin, and I've had Botox, like, you know.
Now let me ask you, do you tell the niggas about the work you had done?
My man knows everything because
Do you?
he's ready for it.
But if you were dating, I know you're engaged. Would you tell them everything
I feel
you
like
had?
that's TMI. Like, unless it's something that like will alter your appearance, where their children will come out looking different. That's the only time I ever disagree with a girl.
Damn, what type of surgery you gotta have where your
So,
kids gonna be looking
I mean,
different?
like, let's say your family, women in your family have overly big noses, and you go get your nose done, and then you marry a guy, you never told him you got it done, and then their daughter comes out with the bird nose, and you're
I
like,
ain't never thought about that. That's
Yeah.
news you can use.
So I gotta get your thoughts. A lot of young ladies now are pushing for that. Cosmetic surgery. Again, I know 16-year-olds coming out of high school saying I probably want to go get a BBL done because the high school player likes the girl with the big butt. How do you feel about that as far as it becoming more of a trend now versus what used to be like,
I hate that for the young girls. Like, even with the filters, like when I catch myself using filters too much, and I have to remind myself, sometimes I literally have to say, you're beautiful, you don't need this filter. So me as a grown woman having to remind myself of that, I do feel bad for the young girls who are now growing up just using filters all the time. At some point, we didn't have filters, right?
Yeah, right.
We didn't when I was in college at UTA, that none of my friends, nobody else coming with, nobody had BBLs or anything like that.
Right.
So
most girls didn't know how to do their own makeup, and now it's
exactly. I said, if I would have known how to do my makeup better back then, I would have been bad, boy. But yeah, I just think that it's the parents' duty to teach their daughters like self-love, because we can't let the world raise our kids. And that's what I do in my home. I make sure my kids know that they are beautiful, they're special, they're smart, things like that.
And not just teach your daughters, but you got a son.
My son.
So you got to teach him how
Exactly.
to accept a woman for how she is. What do you do? What are you telling your son? Especially since you've had all this work.
Deep yet. He's 11. He just got his first crush. And by the way, y'all don't even, I had a TikTok go viral recently because I wanted to take my son to the police station because his text messages were inappropriate with his daughter. With his girlfriend. So I wanted to like scare him. But then everybody told me I should just talk to him. And I sat down with my son and we had the birds and the bees talk with his dad. And I basically told him how women should be treated and how they're special and how to respect yourself and, the woman. And if a girl is coming on too strong and you're not into that, because he wasn't really into that, then And it's okay to tell her to respect herself and teach her what your mother's teaching you. And it went great.
And speaking of his dad, how's the relationship now with that? Last we heard, it was
a
little shaky.
We co-parent so well. Y'all would be really, really proud of us as Black families that are co-parenting. Like, my son's with him right now, and it's my time to have him. But I tell, his dad, get him whenever you want. Go play basketball with him. Go do y'all thing,
Now, still take him by loose Derek, though. Take him in there with no jacket. Just walk him in the front and say, this is how it feels.
I wanted to scare him, scared straight. I was like,
Duffey?
No, it was
What's
bad.
the text message?
It was bad. About whatever the girls are texting y'all, and y'all
it was bad on her end.
both. Well,
They were going back and forth.
it was. I don't
Wait,
want to say
keep-
that. He's a kid.
Yeah. Let's get
We're gonna keep it moving.
Yeah, let's keep it over 13 and
They're
up.
11.
13 and up. Goddamn
They
Netflix.
didn't know no better, but both, and me and the other lady's mom, we became friends from this. And so, she was thanking me for like letting her know what was going on. So we both been trying to teach our kids through this experience the proper way to talk to the opposite
Look at Duffey
sex.
coming.
It's crazy, right? Because when I look at some of the drill rappers, right, you be looking at them and our kids' age, you be like, damn, what happened for this 11-year-old to be on the internet toting pistols and already got bodies and shit? Do you ever look at music and be like, what the fuck is going on?
When
right
I
now?
know exactly what you're talking about, and when I was looking at them, I'm like, man, what kind of life do they live? What are they exposed to? What do they see? How will this affect them later? Will they make it to be 21? Things like that definitely go through my head.
With being a DJ, do you kind of monitor what your kids listen to? Do you kind of, censor what they can and can't hear?
I don't.
Why smoke? You be like, you would say, hold on there.
He listens. I let him listen to whatever he wants to listen to. I just tell him, like, what cuss words are, you can't cuss. And like I say, I have very open conversations with him. We communicate a lot. And he knows what's right. He knows what's wrong.
That's real. Now, I got to ask, because, you were once considered and probably still considered the twerking DJ. You used to bow, 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 bow. So that now everybody, the whole world is twerking now. Everybody's twerking now. So I would say you're originator. What are your thoughts when you see like an Erica Banks twerking at a high school in front of the youngins? And it's like, man, I like DJ.
I saw that and I kind of was like, after reading what my 11-year-old is texting, I'm like,
these kids know what
kids, they're already twerking and they seeing twerking and they twerking at lunch, they twerking behind the school. Like, that's what they're already doing. So, whatever.
How does it feel for you? Because again, you've been, cold at basketball. You come in, stallionized. How does it feel when you come in, like, with your height, your stature, just like basically like shutting the room down, like when it comes to like other younger ladies who want to pursue the side?
Cut your phone off.
What was it? I'm sorry, I missed the question.
How many points would you score on this nigga, man?
35.
35.
Okay, what position you played?
I was a shooting guard.
Okay.
I like to get buckets. I really wasn't. I was a good defender, but my main thing was a scorer.
You, Luka Doncic.
What?
Luka, what you think? You think he might get MVP?
I don't know. I don't really even watch sports anymore. I'm too busy, literally.
I just want to know, did you meet Drake while you was at UTA?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's where that all started.
Yeah. My boyfriend at the time, which is my son's father, we had broke up, and so I went out with the girls, like to, just
hanging out.
Yeah, and then I
chilling.
met him. Yeah. But what's great about that relationship is that it's good for people to know that, yeah, we're still friends and we can be friends, and my man knows, and everybody's cool with it, because me being in the industry, of the music industry, we always see each other a lot. Like, I seen him last month, in Miami. And so, and he's one of the most amazing, humble, down-to-earth, great, giving, caring people that I know. And I just want to put that out there, because I feel like they be so hard on my boy, and I be wanting to be
Shout out to
get up
Aubrey.
off of him.
Shout out to Aubrey. So did you let him smash?
What?
How many times?
Would you?
I'm not a light-skinned man, but
Would you?
I'm not a light-skinned
Would
man.
you?
I don't know.
Would
But
you?
okay. So
I mean, is it really a conversation?
Hold on.
Drake then though? Was he Drake? He wasn't
No,
Drake. He was
but
still.
you want to know what's crazy is that I've always seen the potential in people.
Yeah, 'cause he
And
wasn't
I already
Drake
knew-
then.
I already knew where this was before his first album. When we met, he was headed to go to like somewhere to go record with Alicia Keys, who had been one of my favorite childhood R&B artists. And I was like, let me go check out this man's music and see if he's really like. And after hearing his music, I was like, oh my God, like I met a talented man.
Okay, so that's playing. So you DJ for French. Well,
And
that's
I
what
met
you know
French before his big break.
So I gotta ask, when you see Drake getting a lot of flack for 21, won't you do something for me?
I ain't gonna lie, that's my song.
Do you just hate that the people just go at him?
Look,
Was he talking about Meg? Was he talking about Meg? Or was he?
yeah, that was a Megan Thee Stallion reference.
it
like,
was.
yeah, and I don't think he's denied it. It's pretty much like.
But do you think that was player?
I would have personally never joked about it, but you know, I'm not him.
Okay,
so.
well, I gotta ask you: is Megan lying about getting shot or not?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
You know.
I wasn't
You
there.
know.
They didn't invite me that night. I was not there. I was not invited that night to Kylie. Like, if I would have been there, I would let y'all know I wasn't there.
So, are you still working with French now?
Yes, I'm actually headed to Vegas Saturday with him to do Dre's. We have a residency there.
Now, y'all got a really good relationship. You know, I gotta
That's
ask.
my
Did you
boy.
keep it professional or did you let him smash too?
No, when we first met, there was a physical attraction of him, you know, to me. And then I was like, oh, let me check out his music. And then I liked his music. But French always had the girls. Like, there was always a lot of women
You couldn't get in
around.
where you fit in?
And I was just like, I'm not trying to be number,
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I was a fan of his music. And so every time he would come close to Texas, I would go support his music. And that's how we became friends. And then he was one of the first people that I told, him and Chinks, who rest in peace Chinks, they were the first people that I told that I wanted to become a DJ, and they really spoke life and light into that, and it really gave me the confidence.
So what really stamped you? Like, what put you, like, when did you know I am DJ Duffey at this point?
I think Dallas showed me that love first. I mean, the city of Dallas really showed me so much love, and I remember, like, so my nights were like the hottest nights. Me, DJ ASAP, and Shelly B, like we had the city on lock for a very, very long time.
Listen, like 90 girls twerking at every party you had.
Yeah,
It was wild.
I had at this club on Lower Greenville. I was just driving there last night. I looked at this club, and the owner of that club on my birthday night, I did a lingerie party, and I had all these girls come to my apartment complex. I took a picture of all these girls in lingerie and told them all to promote for my party. When I left the club that night, that club owner told me that this was the most money and the most people he ever had in his club in the history of like 20 years being in Lower Greenville.
Bring them out for real. Now you had Club Blue lit. I ain't gonna lie, Club Blue was lit as fuck.
Yeah.
Now I gotta ask, speaking of getting invited out, Puff Daddy, P Diddy, you was able to go to one of his parties. Yeah. How was it partying with Puff Daddy?
Well, Puff is like family. You know, I've been to a lot of his parties, but it's always amazing, and it's always done right, and there's always A-listers in there, and the music and the vibe is always great. And my favorite part is that when the big party is over, we go down to Club Love, and that's when it gets more intimate. And that's when you get to see like the A-listers.
You gotta be
like,
the who's who to get in. Yeah, the who's who.
You're like, okay, now we can party for real.
Nah, for real, put your phones up.
Okay, so tell the girls, we all want to know. We go to LA, we out, we trying to enjoy ourselves, right? Mm-hmm. How do we get into one of them parties? What we ain't nobody, right? But we want to be somebody. We could be somebody. How we get in?
Y'all want to know the real
Yeah,
way?
how you get in one of these parties?
You're gonna have to slide in the DMs of the homeboys of one of the. So like you can either go to like, you know, you got Christian, you got Justin, and they all got friends.
Yeah.
So you gotta go in there and flirt with one of them and let them bring you in.
Shout out Justin LeBeau. Nah, for real, go for the sun.
You gotta go, cause girls be trying to go for the main guy. Don't go for the main guy. Go for the homeboys.
For the homeboy, yeah, man. Get put in front of the main guy.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious on your thoughts on when you see Diddy and Carisha and the element of the relationship that they try to get into as far as, hey, we go out, but we don't go out. You could do you, I could do me. Do you feel like that could work?
I feel like that's today's relationships. I feel like a lot of my friends are in very similar relationships. they know that the guy has other women. Obviously, it's not as thrown in their face as for Carisha because it's Diddy. Every time another girl posts something, it ends up on the shade room. But in my friends who are dating right now, they're dating guys with money. They know that this guy has other girls that they're dating too. Until it's official, then.
I agree.
And as we know, Carisha goes both ways, so she's probably enjoying the little extra ladies around.
Go grab them. Do you feel like...
Shout out to the girls that like it both ways. Y'all really be winning. I wish that I liked girls too, because I was like, my life would be more fun.
I know. Damn it. Shout out to the girls. We're trying to preach.
God bless you.
Shout out to y'all.
So, we like to talk about current events, so I just wanted your take on this. August Alsine comes out the closet.
He technically didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was his brother?
He was saying something about love. He's found love in a certain way that he never had. He never said this is my boyfriend or...
I mean, that's the same thing he said about Will's wife. I'm going to call her Will's wife. Before... I'm just saying that's the same thing. I mean...
Was August in Will?
Damn.
I hope not, because I've had a crush on Will since I was a little kid.
Don't hurt her feelings.
Let me crush your crush. He gay.
No.
Yeah, just that's out of there. That's why that marriage is crazy. But so, would you ever have open? I know you said you can't get down like that. Would you ever? But if your man who you love, your baby daddy, your fiance, if he wanted to try something new, you willing to?
Oh, sexually with another man? No. Now, if he said, "Hey, you can go get with another lit nigga and be with me," and they both got big ass houses and live in Dallas.
Speak on it.
I ain't gonna lie, I might be okay with it.
You cool with that? Would you let him bring another woman in?
No, but that's what I said.
You gotta share the wealth, Duff.
Yeah, but a lot of men are in relationships with two women who are okay with it, but they're not allowed to have nobody. So why wouldn't I be able to?
Correct. So if he said you could have somebody,
if he said, "Look, babe, I want you to go be with this rich, attractive man down the street," go ahead. Relationships. When you're with the same person intimately forever, But my man is great. I have no complaints. I can tell you that. Like, out of the lit men I've been with in my life, some of y'all know about because of the internet, but he is the best in bed. He is the most kindest and sweetest.
And what's his ethnicity?
He's Persian.
Okay.
And I was shocked.
So
I said,
he
who
got a
would have
fat
thought? I should have been going on trips to Dubai to find my man. Like, what? Not Atlanta.
Right. So, would you consider that right now that you're in your soft girl era? Are you still in your hot girl season? Are you still in your boss bag? Like, whatever are you in right now?
I'm in my boss season because, like I said, right now I'm running 3 companies. I'm still DJing for French. I'm doing reality television. And I'm also trying to learn more about creating generational wealth for my family. And I'm starting businesses for other family members. So my parents, I started up a company for them a couple months ago, like maybe 6 months ago. My daughter, I just started her company for her birthday. My son, we're working on his sports line because he plays AAU basketball. He's very, very good. So I told him we're going to start like renting out booths at his basketball tournaments and selling merch in between his games.
How's your brother doing?
My brother Jet, he's at my house right now preparing for law school. He just took the LSAT a week ago.
Yeah.
We're waiting on his score. And yeah, I'm going to be putting my brother through law school.
For real.
For me, I feel like I'm in my boss season. I'm bossing up everyone around me.
I want to touch on the wig line. Were you wearing your own line during the show?
The first season, I was wearing other people's lines. The second season, I'm wearing mine. So you'll see a upgrade in quality.
I gotta ask, when you see like a Rihanna or the Jenners making all this money on makeup and stuff, you ever think about making a line for that too?
Yeah, I thought about it, but makeup hasn't always been my favorite thing. Like when I have to do makeup, I'm like, at home, I'm like no makeup type of girl. So it was never a thing. But I've always been into wigs because y'all know I shave my head bald underneath here. So it's fun to go out and just throw on a wig and be a whole new person.
What's your relationship right now with, let's hit I Am Jonathan. What's going on with I Am Jonathan?
I called him on the way here and I was like, Jonathan, RealLyfe Street Stars hit me up. They want me to do an interview. And I was like, right now, I just feel like I'm just a mom and an entrepreneur. And I have like really not much going on. And I don't really, he said, you are motherfucking DJ Duffey. Go in there, tell them to give you some bottles and pop your shit. I said, that's why I love you.
Yeah.
That's why I love you. Thank you, friend.
Yeah, nah, he normally up here somewhere, you know what I'm saying? We're going to run into him.
You see this nigga hit somebody with a chair on national TV. What was your thoughts?
I'm like, okay. I know a lot of people was like, woo, go Jonathan, but because I love him and I care about him, and when he first started doing my hair, he had on an ankle monitor, I said, Jonathan, don't go back to jail for, these people. Like, so I'm kind of like a big sister to Jonathan. When everybody's like egging on the craziness, I'm like, Jonathan, remember, being here and being present and not going back to jail is the most important thing.
That's love. That's really love. So that leads me to my next point. Like, is reality, when you have them fights on reality TV, do you run the risk of going to jail? Can charges be brought up against you? Like, is there any clause in your contract that if you get into it?
Basketball wise, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So what's going on with Bridget then?
British?
Yeah, British.
Yeah, she's still dealing with her legal battles and troubles, and you'll see more of that next season and the next season after that. As you know, with the court system, it's a process, but she's still dealing with it.
Do you think like some of the Zeus TV network shows go too far?
I feel like Zeus. I love Zeus, and I watch it sometimes, but it's honestly a bit much for me. I feel bad for our culture and our people, and I feel like it's making us look like we're like animals. And I feel like it's messing up real reality TV. So now it's like they may expect us to be doing way more than what we do.
They don't get paid for that on those shows. Like, are they getting paid? So they're getting paid for looking like that?
What they do is like they'll film for like, let's say a week or 2 weeks straight, and they'll film like a season like that. We film 4 months straight. So that kind of gives you like a gauge on like how much money and time and all that's put in ours, and we're on VH1.
So they trying to get it in early. They only got 2 weeks of fame. They got to get in where they fit in to try to go off. Wow.
Now I got to ask your status and relationship with B Simone. How's that going right now?
We're going good. She just wore one of my wigs recently.
Shout out B Simone for doing it.
Shout out B Simone for the support. I'm really proud of her. Just watching, like her growth and what she's
Dallas
doing.
girls, y'all doing it. God damn it, y'all just taking over.
I mean, she I could say out of all the women in Dallas, she has motivated me the most of like to just keep going, because she has like just been really raising the bar.
So what do you feel when you see something like a DaniLeigh, who says, because, the situation, that I can't be in the same room and do the business with this. And mind you, maybe DaniLeigh didn't say it, maybe her team said it, but still.
I disagreed with it. I'm going to go with B Simone on this. Like, B Simone was just there to do her job. And it's like, how many other girls has the baby been with? Like, who cares? And when you signed up to do Wildin' Out, you had to have known B Simone was going to be there. And if you had a problem with it, why didn't you say something ahead of time? You got this girl sitting there dressed, ready to go on stage, and now it's an issue. So, yeah, I wasn't feeling that. Like, Team B Simone.
So, did you see that Mulatto, 130 of her tracks leaked?
I did.
Yeah.
And I'm such a DJ that, like, I just didn't even want to go listen.
Because they were playing reference tracks of other people's songs.
I should say I'm such a lover of behind the scenes and the development of a record.
Right.
Like, that's really, which a lot of people don't know. Like, a lot of guys invite me to the studio to hear their music early on, because I do have an ear. Like, I'm really, really gifted at that. And I mean, some of the biggest have, hey, Duffey, listen to this, And so I know that process and how much time that takes. And for 130 of her records that she has worked on, has been holding on to be released, which means she's probably not going to be able to release them now.
Right.
It's devastating.
What would you tell her if you were on a call with her and she, hey man,
drop them hoes right now, do 130.
That's what I said. Hey, 130 videos back to back.
130. You had the longest album in the history, and just drop it all.
Hold my cup, Chris Brown.
Unfortunately, with the music industry, that people don't know is that it's so hard to release records, because it's a line of approvals you have to get, from the beats to the samplers to the management to the labels to the, like, I have a song right now with Nav and Soulja Boy on a record. I have DJ Chose, K Camp. There might be somebody else on that record. I have records, but I literally don't want to go through that process of approval, because they're gonna try to come for money for me, and I'm an independent artist, right? So I don't have no label, I don't have nobody backing me, so I would have to pay that money, and I don't know if I want to.
So when they leaked these tracks, right, there were some tracks that were leaked that obviously sounded like other tracks that people actually have, right? So you saw the reference tracks to other, and basically what was exposed was, man, the same writers are writing almost all these girls' songs. What do you feel about that? Does it matter? Is
to
it?
me, I was like, oh, I thought y'all knew that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought. I'm like,
yeah. Like, my best friend is one of the biggest A&Rs in the game. Shout out to Zoe, when Zoe's your A&R. She works with a lot of writers and a lot of people. So, for instance, she was on the phone the other day. She was like, I got to get in the studio with this one guy because he has 25 of the 25 number ones. So it's like, if you know a guy has written 25 number ones for other artists, which means millions and millions and millions of dollars for you, and your label says, we got you in the studio with this guy, of course, I'm going to take that record every time. I might still be writing my own and still be trying, but yeah, I'm going to go sit in there with him.
nice facts. Now I got to ask, you look at people like Black China, I forgot Cardi B, they started an OnlyFans account, and they are raking it in.
Yeah.
Have you ever said, man, I'm gonna give the fans a little more. I'm gonna start over.
I wanted to do it right after I did the quarantine radio with, and I was like on there twerking with Tori and stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it so bad, but I was pregnant. I was pregnant at the time, so
Oh, yeah,
I was like, I only can do OnlyFans for like a month.
Yeah.
I still should have did it.
Hey, no, you would have had some.
My cousin was encouraging me to do it.
You would have had a fetish you couldn't get rid of. They'd be like, get pregnant again,
I'm sitting
Duffey.
down there with my man like, baby, 1 month. I can make
1 month.
I can make 100 bands.
Just
in
my
1 month.
toes,
I'm
baby.
hot right now. You know, my man don't have social media, so he don't. I was trying to tell him what I was doing. I was trying to tell him what I was doing with quarantine radio, and he just seen me like twerking outside on the basketball goal. He's like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm on live, and it's like a whole bunch of people. And I was like, babe, if I get an OnlyFans right now, we gonna make a lot of money. Like, come on, babe. And you know, he was like, no, we don't need no money. Sit down. You're pregnant.
Quarantine.
Quarantine.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, y'all had that bitch turned up.
Yeah, it was fun.
During the corona, during the pandemic, rather. Was like, did you learn any new skills or what did you do?
I got better at cooking.
Okay.
I got better at rolling.
No pre-rolls.
Yeah, that was it. I was pregnant most of quarantine, so I really didn't get to do much.
Honestly, did you think that we would just come right back out and be on the bullshit, or did you think it
was? I wasn't scared that. Yeah, it was crazy to see the music industry come to a complete halt, and like nothing was going on, and people would start worried about talking about virtual reality concerts, and even though I still think we're headed there, by the way. You know, I think that they're programming us to stay in our house more. Like, I never go to the grocery store anymore. I only use Instacart. I don't drop off packages to my friends in Dallas anymore. I use, Uber package. So there's so many Uber package.
Yeah. And drop it off. Yeah. Yeah.
And after all the virus and all that stuff, like, I barely leave the house. Like, I really do barely leave the house. I don't go to the clubs anymore because after 2 years of not going to the clubs, and now, I'm 30, there's 2 kids. I'm like, I don't want to go out there for what? So I'm in the house a lot. And
so where do you see, what's next for you as far as your career goes? Like, where do you see yourself? I mean, you dropped the DJ. Yeah. So what's the next level for you? How do you reach the next bar? Especially with all the leaking, you can't do anything wrong. You can't do anything right. Social media is like imperative. So how do you plan to take the next step?
I am creating businesses for myself and my family, and I'm going to use that money to invest in real estate. And that's my plan. And, there's this tiny home village coming to Dallas, and I want to invest in a couple of those tiny homes. So, like, that's... Yeah, so we're going to have a tiny home village in downtown Dallas with a whole bunch of tiny homes. And, a lot of people aren't paying attention, but... You know what I'm saying? Look, y'all got to start paying attention on what's going on in the city and coming so you can plan. So right now I'm saving money to be able to buy multiple tiny homes in that village.
Hey, how we get in? How can RealLyfe get in on this investment?
I'll send it to y'all.
Oh, shit.
It's not even like out there like that,
Like, what's the square foot?
I have friends in real estate who have put me onto it, so it's not even really out there like that yet, but I'll send y'all the info as it comes to me.
What about the robots, man? What do you think about the little self-taking robots? You seen them shits?
No, I haven't seen them.
Yeah, where they got the robots that do everything.
I had a robot deliver my food to my door one time at a hotel, but I was like, this is fucking weird. Like, The world is gonna be so different.
Would you ever get your man a robot Duffey for the times you're gone? Like,
If your man walked in and he was
No,
like,
because I feel
he
like
had a
I feel
Duffey
like every
sex
time
toy.
I'm mad at him, he would use the damn robot. And then,
you can leave. me and digital Duffey is gonna.
Yeah, no. I need him to act right, and that's how I get him to act right.
So let's ask some relationship questions then. On a relationship status, should there be a curfew in relationships?
You know, you're talking to a girl that came in the house 5, 6 in the morning, so, you know, but I had a reasoning, and he knew my reasoning, but was he always happy with it? No. I do think you should be respectful. I think with age, you know, comes like, I don't do that now, but when I was younger, I said, girl, live your life. Do what you want to do.
What time is too late for a girl to call?
To call?
Yeah. I'm saying like, it don't matter. Like it could be business. It could just be a business.
Like
call,
what's
whatever.
up?
It could be a business call. It could be whatever.
Look, don't call a man after 11 o'clock, I feel like, unless you want something more than a business call.
11 p.m. Goddamn. Damn, 11.
If you calling after 11 o'clock, that means you dress, you had some drinks with your girls, and you calling to like flirt, and it's like, don't even play on no man phone like that unless you about to pull up.
So do you feel, can a man have a woman best friend and can a woman have a male best friend?
I mean, best friend, like, are y'all talking every day? Like, no, I don't want my man talking no woman every day.
I'm gonna lean on, like, let's say you have a male best friend. I'm gonna lean on him with relationship problems I'm having with my man. That's a little flagrant in my opinion. But
I don't talk to none of my homeboys about my relationship issues.
Listen, if it's your best friend, it was before you. Okay, let's paint the picture.
I had it.
If it was
before,
you gonna get rid of your friend.
Our relationship has changed. Like, I'm not sitting on the phone with no man for an hour. Like, I just don't. Now, do I invite my male friends out to, if we're going to dinner or to do activities or the kids' birthdays or like to do things? Yeah, but like just sitting on the phone, unless we're talking about like music or a play where they need advice. But I'm not gossiping with no man or like talking to no man like that. I don't feel like that's appropriate. Because I bet not walk into my living room and hear my man like, yeah, Tasha, she getting on my motherfucking nerves.
Right.
And you telling that to a woman with a vagina?
Right.
No.
Period.
What if she what? I'm gonna be like, your friend annoying. Get off the phone. With her ugly ass.
I mean, so with that being said, you know, you said that you had some attraction to French and, you know, the Drake history. Does Iman feel jealous at any point in time?
No, because you know what? I'm so good at making my man feel secure. And I'm the best he's ever had. And so I feel like we have a soul tie.
Okay,
like
confident.
He like, no, I'm not going nowhere. I know he ain't going nowhere. You know, we're both very, very confident in that.
So I'm curious, who do you feel keeps a relationship together, the male or the female?
I think it's both. You know, it takes two because when one person wants to quit, the other person might have to give that little extra mile. Because there's sometimes in arguments where I'll be like, no, nigga, fuck you, I'm out. And he'll be like, no, you know, let's work it out.
So, real life question. Would you prefer the fame or would you ask the fame? Now that you know what you know and you in it, you knee deep in the game, would you do it the same way?
I used to want fame so bad. I used to want to be on a reality TV show when I was 16. Mm-hmm. So the fact that now all this has happened, yeah, I'm like, it's cool, but I'd rather the money, you know?
So I remember you said on our first interview that you, like, as a little girl, wanted to be famous, and from working in the rental company or enterprise, getting to this level, it's like you look back and say, "Wow, is it worth it?" Now you were in Queen and Slim, of course. You had a small role in that. Have you thought of going further, at least into the movie industry? Yeah,
I wanted to do that, but you know, we don't have as many acting opportunities here in Dallas or acting coaches, and so then it would be me once again traveling a lot away from my family. And so that's why I picked entrepreneurship, because I was actually an entrepreneur first. That was the first thing I ever did. I was an entrepreneur selling earrings, then I did photography, then I did DJing. So I'm back to entrepreneurship because I could be at home making money and still be there, you know, for my family.
If you was on Shark Tank, like, what would you be looking to invest in? If you was one of the people that was on Shark
there's so many different ideas on Shark Tank, but I would say, I don't know. My cousin was on Shark Tank.
Is CBD involved? Weed involved?
I would say vegan.
Yeah, vegan. That's the way to go.
Food, like, Yeah, because I'm noticing a lot more people turning vegan, and like even myself, I'm vegan 5 days a week, but I'm noticing more of us like wanting to choose vegan options. I had to Instacart on the way here groceries because my mom was like, "Can you add vegan options to our Thanksgiving meal tomorrow?" I'm like, "I sure can."
Thanksgiving is tomorrow. How was your Thanksgiving about to go?
I'm about to eat a lot of food, and I'm gonna watch sports with my dad, and I'm running a poker game, with my family. Yeah, so normal stuff.
So we already talked on about who you've been with, where you've been, how you got to where you're. I gotta bring it back for the ladies. I got everybody asking me questions. How do you snag? When you get the date, when you got the link up, what's your go-to position that you're gonna use?
In sex.
Correct.
Oh.
That's gonna make him call you back. That's gonna make him wanna hit
I
you
got a big
again.
ass, so just from the back is just really like easy. But okay, there's like a thing that I like to do where I lay on the bed on my stomach.
Can you show us?
So like
it's a couch.
It's just like, like lay flat. Like, okay, so I would lay like this. And it's like while he's inside, and then I go like this.
Pull it tight.
And I like vibrate it while he's Yeah.
Okay.
That's like a really good one. I'm really flexible. So like, bring him when they're on top and you're bringing your legs all the way back, whether it's wide open or whether your knees are to your chest, that makes it easier for him to hit your G-spot, which makes you really wet. That's like my favorite squirting position because I'm a squirter. So
you're a squirter.
Yeah, guys really like that squirting.
So do you pull those tricks out like on any and everyone, or are they reserved for Iman? Or,
no, because I
feel like trying to really lock one of their asses down.
I feel like if I get to the point where I'm having sex with you, like I'm trying to make you mine, right? So it's like I'm gonna go hard, you know what I'm saying? And I think, ladies, there's a lot of material online, like on YouTube and stuff. Like some of the tricks and things that I've learned was from like a 58-year-old African woman on YouTube. She has some really good advice. And I took some of the stuff that she gave and I use it. And
oh yeah, I just learned 4 new positions last night off of I think TikTok. I was like, damn. Yeah. And I'll be almost doing that. Yeah. I gotta go all the way with it.
Cowboy, my man loves and I'm doing cowboy when I'm on top.
Oh yeah.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh yeah. Talk to him. Take a picture. So I'm curious, I think Shawnee O'Neal and she's doing a new reality show with somebody. Yeah. Will you be willing to do one with Iman? Putting like we're gonna do our own reality show. We're gonna bring the cameras in.
I don't know if we'd be that interesting to have our own show. Maybe something with like other couples because I feel like
you guys.
What's that celebrity
we're
counseling
normal.
show? The celebrity marriage counseling show.
Now we would be funny on that.
That'd be
like
hard.
My family always says, like if people saw the real y'all and y'all's arguments, because people see this big Persian man and I be getting in his ass and people be like, "You be talking to me?"
Wait a minute.
I'm like, yes.
Wait a minute.
Did y'all do marriage counseling?
We did do counseling on next seasons of Basketball Wives, so y'all will see that on next season. We did counseling.
I like that.
How important is counseling in a marriage?
I think it's very important now that I actually did it. I can say that even though we were doing counseling on TV, we took it very serious and it has helped out my relationship tremendously. And the one tip that I would like to give to all, people in relationships out there is give grace to your partner. And that's something that I forgot to do in my relationship. Like I would get so mad and so quick to be mad, but I wouldn't say like, is it his busy time of his work season? Did something in his life happen of why he may be a little bit snappy or a little bit upset right now? Is there a reason for like, his quick temper? And I give him grace when I'm like, okay.
So is Iman your ideal dude? Is he the type of person you saw yourself marrying, that you saw yourself with? Or is he completely different? Like I never thought. I know you said the Persian thing threw you off, but just character-wise and just, annoying things-wise and things that you thought you would never even really be able to accept.
He was not my ideal man. I definitely thought I was going to marry like a black basketball player. And I was like, I'm going to be the black tall basketball player. And I hope he doesn't cheat on me. Literally was like what I thought. And so to be with a man who I've never had to question, never had to look through his phone, never had any other woman, never had even a nothing. He doesn't even have social media.
Oh, the peace.
Never thought I'd have a man like that. He's like a Michelin star chef. Like he cooks for my family all the time. Never thought I'd have a man that would cook for me. You know, so never thought I'd be with a man of a different race because, like, I just always thought we were just black men. And, you know, it has been great.
There's a Netflix show y'all should watch if you haven't watched already called From Scratch.
Okay.
Sit down and watch that with them as soon as possible.
From scratch.
You know, you're gonna love it. I'm curious, can a man say no if a woman in a relationship wants sex, wants to get down, man's tired? Can he say no or?
Yeah,
Okay.
he said no to me before, and I was like shocked in my face. This nigga cheating on me?
Yeah, what do you do in that moment? How do you put her?
Look,
How do you sit on him?
I said, what's wrong? I was like, what's wrong with you?
What's wrong?
I was like,
Wait a
what's
minute.
wrong with you?
Sex code in this crib. Like, God damn.
He was like, I'm just tired. I had a long day. I'm just like really mentally drained. I'm like, okay. But I was like, nah.
So I just gotta ask you before we get out of here, man. Trump is about to run again, 2024. What do you feel about Trump running back and running the world again? Make America great.
I try to not think about it because it literally depressed me to think about
Oh, I
it.
said literally I get depressed.
Free Larry Hoover and get niggas right back on the side.
I do, you know, we live in a red state. You know, if I
Yeah, we
lived in
live in Texas.
California, maybe I wouldn't care. But since we live in a red state, and I know that he has been dangerous with his words and actions, I don't know what, if he was to win, like what he would encourage other people in our red state to do.
Is it time for Michelle to go ahead and run?
Oh my God, I never thought of that. That would be amazing.
Michelle got to go do it, man. She
That would
has
be
to.
amazing.
She got to do it.
I never
Or-
thought of
or
that.
open.
I doubt she wants to.
It ain't about the vote.
So, what's music missing right now? You've been out the game, you getting back in it. What's music missing? What do we need? What do we need to do to find it? Where is it located at?
I mean, it's just the problem with the music industry right now is like everything's so fast. It's so easy to like be a big artist in a month, right? And then it's just like, oh, this song's hot. Oh, now it's not. A week later, and it's just music used to people used to take their time with it and really like enjoy the music and enjoy the process. And now everything is just so fast. Like imagine you get a fast food meal versus a home cooked meal that took a long time to
Right,
make.
it just
so
feels
like
it.
that's kind of like how I feel with the music industry. It's like we just need to slow it back down, but it's really hard with like all these apps and everything.
So from a female DJ perspective, when you see a situation at the AMAs where Glorilla comes out with Cardi B, how does that make you feel just from seeing the women rise in rap?
I was proud of that because, you know, I was the first person to do a TikTok to her song. I don't know if y'all knew that.
Oh, hey, listen, now you put a lot of people on.
Yeah.
Megan, niggas went on Megan Thee Stallion like
Yeah,
that.
I did the gas station challenge.
Yeah, the gas
with
station
Megan.
challenge. Come on
Which
now.
I have they sent a plaque for that, so thank y'all.
Oh yeah,
for
there
that
you go. Shout out to
acknowledgement.
black people.
I love it. Yeah, for Glow, I actually have been pushing her producer, the guy that made the Hit Kids.
Yeah.
I have been pushing him to people in the industry for years, like when he was a teacher at a school.
Oh, damn.
And yeah,
Word.
when he used to go to LA, I used to hit people up and say, hey, work with this guy. Like, he's dope, he's dope. Yeah, I got beats for him for a couple of artists in Dallas before. And so to see him make it is dope, but he posted the song and then I ripped it off his page and went and did a TikTok. So it was Glorilla had one in her bathroom and then it was me. Because I heard it and I knew. I knew.
From a club,
From
this
day
is gonna
one.
run.
I posted my video before it was even out on iTunes. And to see it actually did what it did, it just further lets me know, like, I do have an ear, which made me think, like, maybe I should go back out here in the Dallas streets and look for artists to help because I have the resources to really help someone. So I wanted to announce this on here that I am back looking for exclusive. I am back looking for an artist, one artist. I have a team with money behind me. I have people who are ready to take somebody to the next level. So if you are an artist in Dallas, Texas, and you are seeing this on Real Life Street Stars, send me your music. And let's hope that the next time I come back on this platform, it's with the artist who made it.
Oh yeah, hey. Nah, congrats, man. I mean, I'm sure you learned a lot from the first time. God damn it. And I have to ask, when you see Enchanting still on 10-17, still pushing forward.
I reached out to Enchanting and I let her know like two things. That one, I wanted her to get back to singing and not as much rapping.
Thank you.
And then two was that I am proud of you. You know, I hate that we ended the way we ended, but I wanted her to know, you know, there's no bad blood. So there's no bad blood with me and Enchanting. I'm really rooting for her. I just feel like there's certain things that need to happen and be in place done by her team and her label to help her be successful. And she's not getting that what she needs.
Right.
But, you know, hey, Enchanting, if you ever, you know, need help, you know,
The
I'm
fact that
still
you've
always
seen
gonna
it
call
there
away.
yourself, and I can only expect great things from you getting back into this world. So,
Yeah.
you know, let's see how it goes.
Team Nicki or Team Cardi? I gotta ask. I'm sorry. I gotta know.
You know, I first was a Nicki fan before a Cardi fan. So, you know, I don't know. I love them both.
You gotta pick.
I love them both.
Pick one.
What am I picking, though? Like the best music?
Team Nicki
Who's
or
the
Team
best
Cardi?
rapper? Or overall person?
Don't overthink it.
I mean, I don't know. I like them both.
Oh, that's a
can't.
safe answer
I
from
can't.
DJ
I really can't.
Duffey.
I wish I could give you an answer because I'm a very opinionated person. So, but I just, when I see that, I'll be like, I love y'all both. I don't know. Who would you pick?
Nicki.
Okay, because you were a Nicki fan first, right?
I actually was never a real life diehard Nicki fan, but you cannot deny her talent. You cannot deny her bar.
Cardi makes way better music than me. Let's keep it a bean. What are y'all talking about?
Shout out Jay White. Shout out.
Cardi don't write her music. Cardi don't. I can still listen to the old ones, just like I can the new ones. I don't listen to no Cardi B song.
Cardi didn't slide on Tomorrow? Cardi didn't slide on that?
She slid
Cardi
on that.
slide on every song, bro. You
She
tripping.
slid on that, but Nicki been doing good lately.
She
as
hard,
well.
but-
Nicki been doing good as
But
well.
Cardi jam like a nigga.
What's
you-
Nicki's
when you got-
latest number
when you got
one
30
right now?
rounds.
What's her number one right now? Nicki got a number one right now. The last record.
Ass, bro. Super freak.
It's not super. Is it super? It's not super freak.
See, you don't even know.
I don't know it. Yeah.
Ass, bro. Come on, keep it a bean. It's Cardi.
It's not ass. It's more pop. And Cardi just did some real rap shit. So I'm like,
But
And she slide.
okay, but the thing about Cardi is she's sliding on a feature.
that's why my first
If she's on a feature, she can't
I
deliver.
think got your scissor.
She's
Man, listen, we're
You
going to
got
let
a chin, I got a chin.
So you team Cardi. So you team Cardi.
Everything in Nicki's catalog.
Ah, no. All that yellow is hard, but it ain't killing everything in the catalog. It ain't killing everything in the catalog.
Give me one. Give me one.
Now we're gonna let
It's
the
like arguing about like Jordan or LeBron. You
Yeah,
know?
it's like
just
eras
you
and-
gotta-
Yeah, it's like eras. No, it's eras.
No, it's not.
No, Nicki's been around
harder than that.
since Nicki been around since 2008.
Nicki, right. And that's why, look, and because of what you said, that's why I'm always going to respect Nicki, because for how long she's been around, I could never diss Nicki in any type of way. Like, I remember I was in the plane with the Wayne.
Yeah, five-star chick. Yeah.
Like, I was rapping her whole mixtape. So to see that she's still here is amazing. Now, Cardi to go from where Cardi then came from and the love and hip hop and the strip club and everybody talking about her and talking about this and talk, for her to take that love and hip hop and turn into a real career where
Bruh.
she's respected in the fashion industry,
Bruh.
television, music, is like a big deal.
That's a big fucking deal. That's a brand, man. And lastly, just before we get out of here, I just want you flowers for Takeoff. You know, the situation that happened. I just want you to, for you being as a DJ and the Migos being a big part of just the club scene. Damn the charts.
Yeah.
The club scene, the Migos ran that shit. How was it for you as far as seeing that loss, you know, with Takeoff?
It's heartbreaking. Like, it was almost unreal. You know, this is somebody I've been around on multiple occasions, and he was always quiet. So I can't say like, oh, you know, but to know how his brothers are hurting, to know how his label is hurting, to just see his fans hurting, to know it happened in Texas where I'm from. Like, it was just gun violence, man. It's just so
Serious.
sad. And to see so many great artists in such a short amount of time, life be taken away is just heavy on me. You know, like, honestly, stepping away from the music industry right now, for me, it's just like where I feel like I need to do, because I don't feel it the same. I can't go in the club and like, I'm not feeling some of the music these days. And it is harder for me to hear violence and have an 11-year-old son that I have to now explain like, yeah, mommy plays this music, but no, don't do that. And so I was having a lot of conflicts with, as I'm growing in life and getting older and maturing, with kind of what's associated with hip hop. So to see a lot of people speak out saying, even like NBA YoungBoy saying like, y'all stop talking about violence, let's stop rapping about violence. I was really happy to hear that.
Oh yeah, no, man, it's definitely something that, of course, the world needs to address, and you know, the creators need to, you know, definitely sit down and see what's happening with the young kids. For that being said, everything that you have going on, for those to follow you, get at you, see what you got going on, to see the next season of Basketball Wives coming up, even the last season, they didn't watch it, go and watch it. How can they get at you? How can they follow the movement, see what you got going?
You can follow me at Duffey, DUFFUY on Instagram. And then from that page, you'll be able to find everything else, all my businesses, my TikTok, everything that I have going on. So just
Just
follow me
Duffey
on
now.
Instagram.
Y'all see how fine she looking in the fine. I'm glad you took that jacket off so we could really see the curves. They wasn't ready.
Nah, definitely. Any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to my son Air and my daughter Shadi and my man Iman. I love y'all. Shout out to all the basketball wives. Shout out to French Montana. Shout out to my family, my cousin Kenda in the building right now.
Yeah.
Shout out to RealLyfe Street Stars.
Hey, hold on, wives.
I appreciate
It's
y'all
going down.
so much. Y'all like family to me. And till next time.
Till next time, man. Have fun at Dre's, man. Turn up with French, man. Hey, watch basketball season 11, whatever the hell's coming out. You already know what it is, man. No longer DJ Duffey. Big Duffey in the building. RealLyfe Street Stars. 360 on the table, man. Is what it is, man. You are a RealLyfe Street Star. Salute.
Yeah.
Shout out RealLyfe Street Stars, nigga. Move. Hey.